something just hit me. I just got really, really clear that I wanted children and that I wanted marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And once I got that clarity, then who I was dating and how I went about dating started changing.
So that was when the real work began.
Exactly.
It was really easy to get in those other kind of relationships. So sort of like 80% relationships, but when you set your goal higher, when you wanted that, what I call true love relationship, like that's when the you know what hit the fan, right?
Totally.
So what was your biggest challenge, you think, about all that, about finding true love?
Right. Well, as you know, Patty, I had a lot of issues around shame, a lot of issues around my worthiness, and having a lot of things that I felt shameful about. And I think what was the most pinnacle for me was, being able to share my stories with you guys and having all that love be received. So that once I shared these things that I thought were like horrible and who would love me, get reflected back to me, and with so much love and so much non-judgment and support, it allowed me to, baby step my way into showing and sharing so much more of who I am with Brian.
Mm-hmm. And that's what's really so important, is that as women, we're always trying to do it on our own. Like, we always think that we can figure it out ourselves, or we can, process it alone. But in relationship, it's so important to find that group of loving women and also have a facilitator that you trust, so that it becomes safe to do that in that setting, so then you can kind of venture out and do it in what seems like the scarier setting, which is, with a partner.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, because so many of my issues, I remember being like, I wouldn't share a lot of things with him, and I would come back and share them with you, and you guys would be like, well, you have to tell him that. You have to share that with him. You need to know that that's how you feel, and that's who you are. And that was just really scary for me to do. And, I don't know how I would have, gotten past that if I didn't have so much loving support. And each time I did it a little more, it allowed me to share more of who I was and to really be seen and loved in all of my craziness